no big little legs. Skinny kid with plenty.
Even though the Lakers have ruined my mental health, yesterday was the NFL draft and it was the best day for me. And that is because I'm a Chicago Bears fan. Now, let's just be honest, the Bears haven't been good since 2018, maybe 2010, even 2006. We deserve this. I'm wearing my Justin Fields jersey, and that's because I still love Justin Fields, bro. I think he was put into the shittiest situation possible as a Chicago Bear. And now the league just is sleeping on him. But it's okay. That's a whole nother discussion. We got the NFL draft. We're going to be reacting to the first round that happened yesterday. And thank God it happened because it made me kind of feel a little better about the Lakers just being completely ass. The first pick, obviously, the Bears going to get Caleb Williams. There's not really much I can say about it other than I'm very happy that we got him. You know, I didn't want to trade Justin Fields. I think that's how a lot of Bears fans felt. We wanted to keep Justin Fields, but when we traded him, we knew the next best thing is to get Caleb Williams. You know, the best, they're saying the best QB prospect in the last decade. I'll take it, bro. And he's coming into a situation where we have Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, DeAndre Swift, Gerald Everett, Cole Kmet, and a really good offensive line. On the outside, we got two really good tackles. We got some pieces up front, but I do think we need to get a little bit better on the offensive line. Maybe we could get some players in the third round because we don't have a second round pick. For the second pick, the Commanders got Jaden Daniels. Everybody kind of expected that. In my opinion, I think he's a mix between like Bryce Young and Justin Fields. I think it might take him a little bit in his first year. It might take him maybe 2 years to start feeling good and comfortable in the NFL because I believe he is pretty damn young. But at the same time, it is a good pick, especially because I think he's coming into a good situation as a rookie too, because his team is not bad. The roster around the Commanders this year is pretty good. They got Austin Eckler. They still got Brian Robinson Jr., McLaurin. They got some solid little receivers. I don't think this is a bad team. It's a good pick. Now the Patriots get Drake May. Drake May is an interesting prospect to me just because as a Bears fan, I just remember Mitchell Trubisky from North Carolina. Everybody was questioning Trubisky, you know, and Trubisky actually had better stats than Drake May. I think Drake May is going to be Mac Jones with an arm. Mac Jones with a better arm. So we'll see if that's going to work out for the Patriots, but in my opinion, I think he just fits the Patriots based on appearance only. So yeah, Cardinals go ahead and take Marvin Harrison Jr. They're saying that they're gonna move down, but it's hard to pass him up, especially when you already got a really good quarterback and you don't need a quarterback, which is crazy because 3 of them got taken in the first 3 picks. When was the last time that ever happened? I wanted the Bears to originally get him. They were even talking about us moving up to get him, but I think they got their new franchise receiver. You know, Larry Fitzgerald left how long ago? They just got Marvin Harrison Jr. I'm happy for the Cardinals. They deserve it. Chargers get Joe Alt. I think that's a great pick because the Vikings actually wanted to trade for Justin Herbert for the 5th pick. Yeah, they offered Justin Herbert. Or they offered a trade to the Chargers for Justin Herbert because, hey, you really believe in McCarthy? Harbaugh? All right, give us Herbert and we'll give you the pick and a whole bunch of others. But no. They said no. Yes, we think he's the best quarterback in the draft. Quote, that's what Harbaugh said. But we have Justin Herbert. We're going to build around him. We're going to get the best tackle in the entire draft, Joe Alt. And actually, I wanted the Chicago Bears to get him if he fell to us, but I didn't believe there's any way he fell to us. The Giants at 6. I actually thought the Giants could move up and try to get Drake May, but there's no way the Patriots were going to let that pick go. So they get the next best thing. They need receivers. They don't have one. I guess they're going to stick with Daniel Jones and they get Malik Neighbors. In my opinion, you think about prime Odell Beckham Jr., I think they just got the replacement for that. You know, he's from LSU. He's a big play type of dude. He's super athletic. He could make those crazy highlight catches. I think this is a cool pick for them. They did lose Saquon Barkley. I don't think the Giants are going to be good next year, but I think it's going to be exciting to see Malik Neighbors. Titans actually went J.C. Latham, tackle from Alabama, and I don't think he was actually this high ranked, but in my opinion, if you get a tackle from Alabama, you can't really go wrong, right? And then the Falcons at number 8, everybody expected them to get Dallas Turner, and as a Bears fan, I was already excited because it's like, oh, I want Rome Odunze, and we're either going to get him or Dallas Turner, which is the 2 people I wanted. But they shocked everybody and got Michael Penix Jr., a left-handed Michael playing for the Falcons. In my opinion, that's so dope. But they just signed Kirk Cousins to a 4-year contract. He's 35 years old coming off an Achilles injury. I think this is a great pick. In my opinion, I love Michael Penix Jr., bro. Like, I think he's a top 3 quarterback in this draft. I don't care what anybody says. I know he's 24. I know he's had 2 injuries to his ACLs. I don't care, bro. I love Penix Jr. I love this pick, and I hope he stays with the Falcons and one day we get to see him. I know a lot of people are questioning the pick, but I'm not mad at it. You know, they don't know about Kirk Cousins, but I heard Kirk Cousins' camp was not happy that they did this. But it's kind of the same situation when the Packers drafted Jordan Love when Aaron Rodgers was still there. I don't think it's a bad investment. Plus, their team's already solid all the way around. So this left the Bears at number 9, and this is who we wanted the whole time. It came out today that Ryan Poles was actually wanting to trade up for Rome Odunze because we knew this is who we wanted at number 9. The question was, is he still going to be there? Before the draft, we already heard that Caleb Williams was hanging out with him, and actually, Caleb Williams, before the draft even happened, was throwing balls to DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, and Rome Odunze. Already! They were on the same flight together, and they were already taking pictures with each other before the draft. We knew we wanted him the entire time. Caleb already knew he was a Bear, and we knew the whole goal is try to get Rome. And we were gonna actually try to move up to get him. But the fact that we didn't have to move up, we didn't even have to trade a pick, and he fell right into our lap is the most beautiful thing in the world. And to make it even funnier, I saw Packers fans' reactions to it, and they were pissed. We now have Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, Rome Odunze, and then we even got Tyler Scott, who we drafted last year. We got Gerald Everett and Cole Kmet, and not even to mention DeAndre Swift. We have the most weapons that we've had in our history, and we're coming into a situation with a rookie quarterback who's supposed to be elite. I am so excited, bro. Like, it made me not even care about the Lakers losing because I'm a bigger Bears fan than any other team in any other sport. I have been since I was 2 years old, bro. I started watching the Bears in 2004, which I was probably like 5 or 6, 7. Something like that. I'm just so excited. And that leaves us to number 10. I think the Falcons picking Michael Penix Jr. scared the hell out of the Vikings because we all knew they wanted JJ. They just were hoping that he fell to him. I thought he was going to fall to him regardless at number 11, but I think the Vikings were a little bit scared of the Broncos and the Raiders, so they moved up to get JJ. They traded with the Jets. I'm not sure. Does it say the trade? It doesn't really say the trade, but they get their quarterback. Hey, my Vikings friend was over. He was happy with it. I think all Vikings fans wanted JJ McCarthy, let's be honest. They did have to trade up to get it. They lost a little bit. I think they panicked a little bit, but they were just being a little bit safe. You do that to try to get a quarterback. How you guys feeling about JJ McCarthy? In my opinion, I feel like he's a quarterback that's not going to have to, lead a team, but he's going to be a great fit. I think he's a little bit like Kirk Cousins, in my opinion. So we'll see how that's going to work out. They got Justin Jefferson, Aaron Jones. They still got a solid team around them. And then the Jets traded down, and I thought for sure they're going to get Brock Bowers for Aaron Rodgers, but instead they get a tackle. They said, listen, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles last year because he got sacked in the first game. We're building around him. We're getting one of the best linemen, in my opinion, the second best lineman in the game. I'm not even gonna try to say his name because I'm gonna butcher it, but I like the pick for the Jets, and that leaves the Broncos at 12, and they get Bo Nix. That's an interesting pick, but in my opinion, I felt before the draft, I was like, I feel like Denver Broncos would want Bo Nix. Like, I could just see Bo Nix fitting in there. They just traded for Zach Wilson, but other than that, they don't have a quarterback. They don't have a good roster around them. They needed a wide receiver too. They just got rid of Jerry Jeudy, I believe. And they go and get Bo Nix, who's, in my opinion, a really good system quarterback. And I think that's what Sean Payton really wants. Let's be honest. We saw that he didn't like Russell Wilson. So we'll see how Bo Nix is going to be. I don't think he's going to be horrible, but it's going to be rusty. Him and Zach Wilson probably going to have a training camp battle. Who do you guys think will come out as a starter? At number 13, I feel like the Raiders shocked a lot of people. They went with Brock Bowers. He's the best tight end in the draft, obviously. I think that's the only reason they picked him, because the talent falls to him. You don't overthink it. Draft the best player on the board. They low-key kind of needed a quarterback, but at the same time, I think Gardner Minshew's not horrible. But what a lot of people were questioning is that they had Michael Mayer, rookie tight end, that was pretty damn good last year. So why get Brock Bowers? They just got Luke Getsy. He loves his little tight end packages, so maybe that's why. In my opinion, this is a solid pick. You can't go wrong with him. I think he's going to help out Gardner Minshew a lot. Saints go offensive tackle. They got Chase Young in the offseason, so they didn't get the edge, which leads the Colts to get Latu. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but he's from UCLA. He's the first edge taken, the first defensive player taken in the draft, which is by far a record. Crazy. At 15, the Colts go and get defense. When everybody, I low-key thought they might try to move up to get Marvin Harrison, but, it's probably a good idea they didn't because they would have had to give up way too much. Not a bad pick. That's definitely a Colts pick. The Seattle Seahawks get Byron Murphy the second. I heard the Bears were looking at him at 9, which I think was a little bit of a reach, but he's definitely a solid player. Seahawks going defense, and the Vikings, this pissed me off, man. They traded up to get Dallas Turner. He's going to be in our division. I don't like that. The fact that Dallas Turner slipped all the way to 17 kind of reminds me of like the NBA draft when Cam Whitmore slipped all the way to 20, because Dallas Turner probably shouldn't have gone this low. And he's going to Minnesota. Minnesota having a damn good draft, bro. JJ and Dallas Turner. The NFC North is going to be tough. Bengals get an offensive lineman. Rams get Jared Verse. Jared Verse, I think this is like the range he was going to get picked. I think this is a great pick for the Rams. Aaron Donald, I'm pretty sure, retired. They don't really got a defense no more. Their offense looked pretty damn good last year, so I love how they get Jared Verse off the edge. I think that's a good pick. Pittsburgh gets themselves an offensive tackle. I feel like he's going to fit perfectly in Pittsburgh, too. This is a solid pick. Miami gets Chop Robinson. Low-key, for some reason, I thought they were going to try to get Xavier Worthy because they said they wanted a fast player, but they got Chop Robinson, who's by far the fastest edge rusher in the draft, I'm pretty sure. I believe he ran like a 4.5, and he's 300 pounds almost, 250 or something. This is a solid pick for the Dolphins. I'm not mad at it. Eagles definitely needed a cornerback, but they get Quinion Mitchell instead of Terrion Arnold. You know what? I can't really judge him. I didn't really watch him too much, but I definitely thought Arnold was probably the best corner in the draft. But they went with the dude from Toledo. Jaguars trade up, I think. Maybe not. I wasn't really paying attention, I think, for this draft pick. But they get Brian Thomas Jr. That's a great pick, bro. In my opinion, I think he got outshadowed by Malik Neighbors, but I think he's still one of the best receivers in the draft. And he's going to a team who needs their weapons because they got a solid offense. They already got good weapons. They got Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence. They got some receivers, but now they get Brian Thomas Jr. I think this is a great fit for the Jaguars. This is a good pick. And then the Lions trade with Dallas to get Terrion Arnold. Why the hell is our division drafting so good? The Lions have had some really good drafts, and now they're getting their secondary really nice. I think the NFC North saw the Bears get Rome Odunze, Keenan Allen in the offseason and get Caleb Williams, and they're countering it by getting defensive players. They're getting DBs. The Lions get a really solid player. That did not make me happy. The Packers were next, and I'm low-key happy they went with offensive line, but I heard he's a really good offensive guard, I think. I think he's a guard from Arizona, Jordan Morgan. They did lose their left tackle, I'm pretty sure, in the offseason, so it's not a bad pick. Buccaneers get the first center in the draft. Cardinals trade with Houston and get Darius Robinson, a DN from Missouri. And the Chiefs trade with Buffalo. This was questionable to me because Buffalo needs a receiver. They lost Stephon Diggs. And they traded with their rival. Basically, the team they always battle with, the Chiefs. And the Chiefs, who I had getting Xavier Worthy at 32, now move up to get him. We saw Patrick Mahomes during the draft combine tweeting all about Xavier Worthy. I think he liked him. I think he really did influence this pick. But at the same time, they lost Tyreek Hill a couple years ago. They need receiver help. We thought they were going to get Darnell Mooney in the offseason. They didn't. So they go and get Xavier Worthy. Is this a good pick? Yeah. He's from Texas. Mahomes from Texas Tech. I think they're going to get along. They needed receivers, let's be honest, bro. I'm pretty sure Rashee Rice is suspended for the season. And they don't trust anybody else in that receiving core. Maybe Valdez Scantley, but that's not good enough. So this is a great pick by the Kansas City Chiefs. Cowboys go offensive tackle. They traded down, in my opinion. I think the Cowboys in the second round will get the first running back in the draft. Baltimore gets Nate Wiggins. Good corner from Clemson. He's actually one of the best corners in the draft. Baltimore goes more defense, and I thought for sure they were trying to go wide receiver, but you never know. And then the 49ers reached and got Ricky Parcel. That's interesting. He was a good player in college. I didn't think he would go first round, though. We still got Keon Coleman, and he didn't go. And then the Panthers trade up for Xavier Legette, South Carolina. I don't know too much about him, to be honest. Second round is today. As a Bears fan, all I can say is I'm very, very happy. We do not have a second round pick, so unfortunately we're not making a selection today unless we move up, but that's fine, bro. We got Rome Odunze and Caleb Williams. Let me know your team, and if you're happy for the first round down below in the comments. Let me know if you guys love these NFL videos, because they're coming, bro. The Bears are gonna be hopefully good this year. I don't want to jinx it, man. You never know. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment. This is ZTAY. Peace.